Huh? Um, the jump drive, pull up. So, hello everyone, coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Coming up, you see right here on the SmackDown Ring Report. You see right here, Cody Rhodes snaps and goes right to Drew McIntyre at the Cody thought that he wanted a fair fight between Drew McIntyre and Jacob Fatu. Unfortunately, that didn't go down tonight. We'll get to the bottom of what's going on, the details coming up here, SmackDown Ring Report. Also, too, we'll get to Vince McMahon's court trial. Vince McMahon will appear in court to talk about his sentence. He was saying about driving. Um, we'll talk about Vince's situation coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Hello, everyone. Your host, as always, Kendrick's here. Glad you join us on the Pro Wrestling Show for the SmackDown Ring Report. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is care. Tell a friend. Don't forget to subscribe. All right. We know that SmackDown tonight was kind of short. Really wasn't enough material going on, so we're gonna do the best we can to get you what's going on with SmackDown. Well, SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis made the announcement tonight that there will be a number one contenders match to determine who's next in line for a shot at the WWE Championship at Saturday night's main event coming up on November 1st. He made the announcement that it's going to be Jacob Fatu versus Drew McIntyre. These two have been battling out. Drew won a shot at the championship, and Drew gets his shot at the title. Get Drew McIntyre get a shot at the WWE Championship, he has to go through Jacob Fatu in order to do so. So we'll see that a little bit later on in the show. But guess who's back? Corey Graves returning nearly almost a month. He returned with a new kid. So Corey Graves, this is his fifth kid. Corey Graves returning from being attacked severely from Brock Lesnar. Graves comes back. Graves look better than Nick didn't level. He returns. Didn't make mention of Brock Lesnar. Who can blame him? You don't want to bring that up. Corey Graves took the beating of a lifetime with Brock Lesnar. Hey, that's how it goes on SmackDown. Well, we get to this right here. Jacob Fatu being attacked from behind. Who done it? Who attacked Jacob Fatu from behind, leaving Jacob Fatu out in bloody, a bloody face in position. Jacob has the championship match later on. Can Jacob make it to the championship match? That's the question. So we will stay and see if Jacob did pay attention to it. Speaking of that, Solo Sikoa, my family tree, target Ray Phoenix. Solo targeted Ray Phoenix. I don't know why. Solo trying to make an example out of Ray Phoenix. Did so tonight with all the rest of the elements and stuff that Solo had done. Solo doesn't care. Solo just want to do what him want to do. Feel like everyone's threats and stuff like that. Speaking of that, Dylan Brown returns to SmackDown and he challenges Sami Zayn for a shot for the United States Championship. Dylan Dragunov did challenge him for the US Championship in the open challenge. Dylan Dragunov, on his first return back to SmackDown, wins the United States Championship. Dylan Dragunov has done it, being a Russian citizen now, the United States champion. Dylan Dragunov also got targeted as well. Dragunov got targeted by Solo Sikoa, his family tree. But it looked like the family tree could be feuding with the Wyatt family. Family versus family. Dark versus dark, with the Samoans wearing that dress garb and stuff like that. Samoans putting themselves to rest. Said with the Samoans, they want to put themselves out there to get some new competition. Also with the Y6 want some new competition. I guess this is going to be fresh and experience on these teams. See what these teams going to do. This is the stable. Do against each other. See. WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton was confronted by Kiana James. Like Kiana James last week offered Tiffany her services. Tiffany rejected the services last week. That match last week. And women's champion teamed up with women's world champion Stephanie Procure won a tag team match against Kiana James. So it's likely we could see Kiana James, we could see Kiana James or Julia challenging for the WWE Women's Championship against Tiffany. Rule that out. Looks like mostly Machine Guns won that match with most guards. Machine Guns trying to get themselves back in position. Most guards have been up. So too, a lot of tag teams lost to the shuffle. So they're trying to build the tag team division, but you got a tag team division, most stars stuff that not equally yoked as they should, but who knows in that situation. But tag team situation on the men's side, to be honest, with the women's side, this is Charlotte Flair in the tag team titles against Zaria Solar Roca. Charlotte Flair applied the figure 8. See right here, using the figure 8 to make Solar Roca tap out. Solar Roca did tap out as well, so Solar Roca will be going back down to NXT on the CW network. We've honed her skills and try to get herself back together, but who knows what Solar Roca's going to do. But Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss wins their match tonight. We told you that Aleister Black reunited with Selena Vega. They have this new dark couple. Aleister Black reunited with Selena Vega at the Alpha. Win that last man standing match against Damian Priest. But Aleister Black found himself with his wife. Now Aleister, his wife said it's going to be some dark days. SmackDown. What they mean by that, what dark days are going to be. See about that. Well, we get to the main event. Drew McIntyre was set to go against Jacob Fatu after he did Jacob Fatu last week. Well, Drew came out there looking to get Jacob counted out until SmackDown General Manager Nick Holmes came out there. Just was about to give Drew forfeit Jacob to give Drew the champion, the number one contention for the championship. But Cody Rhodes, hold on, no means no. Cody Rhodes decided to do upon himself. So, championship on the line, it wasn't a beat down brawl between both men. Really, in no contest. Cody Rhodes wrestling without his wrestling gear, wrestling with his casual gear. Well, McIntyre send a message that he wants to go against Cody one way or another. And they're saving the match right here for Saturday night's main event down the line, trying to give us an impromptu championship match, which really makes sense tonight. Trying to shake things up because they know that viewers are disappointed with what's going on. So, a lot of stuff going on. Ratings wise matters. They're trying to build a base. They don't want to lose it. So, alright. That's going to do it for the SmackDown. Let's move quickly to the rest of our topics. John Cena, the 17-time world champion, made the speculation saying that December 13, 2025 will be his final match for the Saturday Night Main Event. He's grateful for the WWE Universe. He's ready to end that chapter and be full-time in Hollywood, which he's already in. Wants to dedicate more to Hollywood. So, John Cena made that clear and to do how he do stuff like that. John Cena. Speaking of Cena, Cena's ex-boss Vince McMahon was on court. Here's Mr. McMahon walking into the courtroom. Alright, see Vince McMahon, the former head of WWE, being escorted by security to go into the building because Vince McMahon had reckless driving. And it was the same day that he found out that Hogan had passed away, which was one of his money bill tickets. Remember McMahon and Hogan back in the 80s. Revolutionized wrestling boom. This fans that just stood out there to witness McMahon being this court case. To do community service institution. So Mr. McMahon paying a lot of money to just stay does not have guards and stuff. Mr. McMahon just doing like him on the court just to get himself ranked, see what he needs to do to get out the court. So it's Mr. McMahon for you. Yeah. All right. John Cena's gonna beat that. Who knows? All right. That's gonna do it for the SmackDown Ring Report tonight. So Cody Rhodes snap over Drew McIntyre. What this gonna lead to? What this gonna go to? I think I got an idea and a clue. So tune in next week to see about that on SmackDown Ring Report. So let's see you next week for another edition of the Wrestling Show. Your host, Cody Dixon. So long.